Morning. Morning, everyone. Hello.
Hey, Maddie, how are you?
Oh, you know, living the dream. me and my husband bought our first house yesterday. So
Congratulations.
I'm a little fried. I'm a little tired.
Way to bring on more stress during this time. Good for you.
All right, but that interest rate, I couldn't say no to it.
Good for you guys. Are you guys staying local?
No, we're moving to Maine full time.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're Mainers now.
I'm not going to think about what that means for us.
No, I'm still gonna come back into town when they reopen the studio, and I'm gonna teach some farewell classes. So you will be coached by me in studio one more time.
All right, I'm not going to think about that yet.
You don't have to think about it. It's out of sight, out of mind. You didn't even think I was gonna be back till September anyway. So today we need one set of light-ish weights. When you think about light-ish, think about defying gravity. So motions like this, where gravity is really pulling down on your arm, something to choose in that ballpark. And then something on the medium heavy side, again for upper body. Think about restricted motions like this. You can handle quite a lot in that motion, so you're going to want to take on a little bit more in those. So go ahead and grab one set of lightish, one set of medium-ish or heavy-ish, depending on how you're feeling today. And as always, you're just going to want to have your mat handy, but you don't have to get it out just yet. So again, that's one set of light, one set of medium, and just a reminder that you are going to want to have your own music. So when I go to mute everybody, when we start the warm-up, play your own music, really crank it when we get started, because when it comes in over Zoom, it just sounds really weird and nobody really likes that. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute our screens. Good to see you all today. What I meant to do. You guys know how bad I am with technology. I'm doing my best. Awesome. Great. So we're going to start off today with our 5-minute warm-up. We have our cat camel, thread the needle, wide mountain climber, plank walkout, and seal jacks. Eyes on me. So for those cat camels, we're going to come down to, ooh, you can't really see me. That's okay. You're going to come down to all fours. It's like in yoga, our cat cow. We're going to come into our tabletop position. Shoulders over elbows over wrists, knees stacked under hips. I'll drop my belly as I curve my spine into flexion, sending myself forward. And then back in my belly, draw my spine up towards the ceiling, looking through my legs. Option, if that's going to be a little too aggressive, is to decrease that range of motion. For thread the needle, you'll stay here, reach up towards the ceiling, and pull the arm through the little space that your hand creates when it touches the floor. Option, if that's too aggressive, or if you have a rotator cuff injury, is to come out to the side and through. That way you're working within your shoulders range of motion. From there, we have that wide mountain climber. I'm going to take my hands and my feet nice and wide. I'm going to take my knee to the outside of my elbow instead of in it, and outside of my elbow instead of in it. Option, if that's too aggressive, is to bring the knees down. From there, we have our plank walkout. So I'm going to start from my plank position, core is contracted, glutes are squeezed. I'm going to walk my hands towards my feet, come all the way up to stand, and then walk my hands back out to that plank position. Option is to keep your hands on top of an elevated surface, walk your feet in and out to make that body weight not quite so much. You're going to have lateral shifts to punch. We come into our lateral lunge position. As you come down to the side, it's like a single leg squat, opposite leg in full extension. You'll reach the opposite hand. One after the next, after the next. Option is to not go down quite so far. And then finally, seal jacks. We jump out to the side, our arms are wide and low, cross the arms as we go. If that's going to be too aggressive, you could always just do the version of jack that you know is comfortable in your body. So let's go ahead and get it set up. We have cat camel for 30 seconds. This is a 5-minute warm-up. And we are starting in, oh boy. There's the stopwatch. Here we go. In 3, all fours. 2 and 1. 30 seconds. So in this cat cow, I really want you to focus on warming up the upper back and the lower back. A lot of the arm exercises that we do today are going to be focusing on that back body, and it's good to get that nice stretch. We have about 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to thread the needle left-hand side, 30 seconds. I'll reach through, reach up, reach through. Again, really focusing on the stretch. If it starts to get your heart rate up really high, just slow it down. Sink deeper into the stretch. 10 seconds here, then we'll switch sides. 3, 2, and 1. Opposite side, I'll reach my right arm up and thread the needle underneath my left. And you might find that one side is a little bit more flexible than the other. To make it a little easier on your shoulder, just take your knees a little bit wider. 10 seconds left here. And then we're jumping into wide mountain climber. In 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down to the ground, wide mountain climber. We want to keep our feet nice and wide too. So when we're going back to that plank, you don't have to go back to your traditional plank. "15 seconds. Exhale as you bring your knee up towards your forearm. You really want to make sure that you're focusing on your breathing in these warm-ups. Here we go. We're coming in 2 plank walkouts for a whole minute this time in 3, 2, and 1 plank walkouts. I'll walk, I'll come all the way up to stand, and then I'll walk my hands all the way back down to my plank. Option if this is going to give you a head rush. If you suffer from things like vertigo, or if you've had a head injury, it can be a little bit much. You're more than welcome to just take the forward fold and then walk back so that you're not really changing your plane like this. But if you're feeling good, then stack vertebrae on vertebrae and come all the way to stand. We have 30 seconds left here. And it is a beautiful day on the lake today. I don't know if you can see it in the background, but it is a nice one. 15 seconds. This will be our last one. And then we're coming into lateral shift to punch. I'll sit back, rock into my lateral lunge on my left-hand side, punch across, and then shift one to the next. Looking down at our feet, let's make sure that our knee is not going over top of our toe. We want to make sure that our fits are still behind us. And if you feel good and if you're flexible, you can always go a little lower. If you want to get your heart rate up a little higher, you can always add a little speed. We have 30 seconds. Make sure we're tempoing our breathing. Just like when we're on the treadmill, you want to make sure that you have that tempo to your breath. Opposite hand to opposite leg. 10 seconds. Here we go. Seal jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Now this is where you really want to get that treadmill breathing, that runner's breath, in, out. Tempo of your feet, always with your feet. Nice job. Starting off a little conservative, and we'll accelerate. 30 seconds. Nice job. Light on our feet, light on our feet. 15. Now start to accelerate a little bit more. Last 10, 7. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Let's jump into block 1. All right, friendos. In block 1 today, we're going to be working with those light-ish weights. So let's have those bad boys handy. You're also going to want to unroll your mat because you are going to be laying back down. And we don't usually mind kneeling off the mat, but laying down can be, being on our backs can be a little uncomfortable. So you're going to have your mat and your light weights. We're going to start today with a hip hinge tricep kickback times 10 repetitions. Hip bridge chest fly times 10 reps. And palms to elbows times 10 reps. So we have 6 total minutes, as I mean. For that hip hinge, I'm going to send my sits behind me, coming into that flat back position, really squeezing my hamstrings and bringing my hands to my low ribs. I'll extend my arms behind me, squeezing the triceps, lifting my hands a little higher than my hips, and then curl back in. Option, if that's going to be too aggressive, is to do one hand at a time. Bring your knee to a stable surface to give your back a little extra support. From there, we have that bridge with a chest fly. So I'll come down to my bridge pose. Arms are out from my chest. And on an inhale, I'll lift my sits up and off the mat. One line of energy between my knees, my pelvis, and my chest. I'll open my arms nice and wide like I'm giving a hug, and then close again at my midline just over the sternum. Option, if that's too aggressive, is to bring the sits down and to just do your flies from here. And then finally, palms to elbows. I'm going to come into my plank position, core is contracted, glutes are squeezed. I'll walk over here so you can see me better. I'll bring down to my forearms and press back up to my hands. Option, if that's too aggressive, is to bring the knees down. All right, get your music cranking. We have 6 minutes here, 10 reps of everything. You can stay with me, you can go faster, you can go slower, entirely up to you. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1, tricep kickbacks. I really want you to focus on pausing for a second when the hands are in full extension. What we kind of pitfall that we fall into with tricep extensions is we get them all the way up and then we let the gravity of the weights bring them back down. We don't want gravity to control. We want us to control it. 3 more here. 2 more here. Last one. Nice job. Coming down to our bridge pose. Feet are about 6 inches from my sits, arms out from my chest. Inhale, prepare, exhale, press up. And here we go. And remember, it's not a press, it's a fly. You're opening your arms wide like you're gonna give your friend a hug, something you may not have done for the last 4 months. And then slowly controlled, bring the hands back to center at the same rate. If one is beating the other one there, try to focus on moving at the same time. That was number 6 for me. I've got 4 more. 3 more. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. 2 more. Last one. And now let's flip it around for 10 palms to elbows. It is 10 total, not 10 each. Another thing about palms to elbows is to make sure you're switching which arm is pressing up every other rep. That was number 6. I have 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Nice job. So now you know the exercises. You're 2 minutes in. We have 4 minutes to go. You can work at your own speed or you can work with me. Whew. And if you'd like to add a layer of difficulty, you can always tap your hands on those tricep kickbacks. So what I'll do is I'll kick back, bring my hands together, and then back in. And that kind of ensures that you end up staying there just a little bit longer. Four more. Three. And the last one. Awesome. Let's come into that bridge. Another way, if you wanted to make things a little bit more challenging, is to instead of having a flat foot bridge, when I lift myself up into my bridge, I can go on the tips of my toes, lifting my heels, and that'll provide a little bit more aggression in my back body. You're always more than welcome to add more weight as well. Lifting the sets, making sure that they don't start to sag. 4 more here. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Heels come down, sits come down, and bend the hands. All right, arms to elbows. I'm on 6. 3, 2, last one. And tricep kickbacks. We have 2 minutes. Time for a whole 3rd set. Woo. Today's focus, as you can tell, is really going to be that back body, not just our upper body. Our hamstrings really get involved, especially in that bridge. I have 2 more. Last one. Whew. Coming back down for chest flies. Arms extend. Exhale into my bridge, and then start opening. Really focusing on the rate of return. Are they coming up at the same time? Am I one side dominant? Can you slow it down even more? I have 4 more. 3, 2, and the last one. Last set of pumps to elbows. We have 30 seconds until the end of the block. You can always add a little speed to pumps to elbows if you want to get them over with faster. I have 4, 3, 2, last one. We got 10 seconds. There you go, finish up strong. In 3, 2, and 1, take a break. 3, 2, 1, take a break, nice job. Grab some water, let's move on to block 2. So in block 2 today, we're gonna be doing more of like a Tabata style. You'll have 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off of 3 different exercises. Jumping jacks, incline plank Spider-Man, and bicycle, as I mean. For jumping jacks, I know we all know these. We bring our hands up and overhead as we jump our feet wide into the side. Jump back to the beginning, try to add as much speed as possible. If jumping is not for you, you may want to add a layer of difficulty. Instead of just stepping side to side, bringing the arms up and overhead, come down into the squat, and then switch. That way there's no impact, but it's still pretty aggressive. For our incline mountain climber, I'm gonna bring my hands to a stable surface, something like a countertop, maybe a chair or a coffee table. From here, I'll bring my knee to the outside of my elbow and back, outside of my elbow and back. Option, if that's too aggressive, is to go to all 4s. And then finally, our bicycle. We're gonna come down to our backs on that mat, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. What I don't wanna see is this. It's on a bicycle. We're gonna keep our legs stacked in tabletop. I'm gonna reach my right leg as I rotate to the left, center, left leg as I reach, center. That way your core is always staying engaged. Option, if that's too aggressive, You're always more than welcome to bring the feet down in between reps. Okay, so we have 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, times 4 sets for a total of 8 minutes. We are starting with jumping jacks. Get your music cranking. Here we go. In 3, jumping jacks in 2 and 1. Let's go. Now, anytime we're in that 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, those 20 seconds are all the way on. We're going as hard as we can. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break, 10 seconds. On deck is going to be those mountain climbers. Already there, let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Six seconds. 3, 2, and 1. 10-second break. On deck, we have our bicycles. So let's get down to the ground. Now, for every set of jumping jacks, for every set of bicycles, we'll always have those planks afterwards. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Keeping my core engaged. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Get them off the ground. It does not matter if your elbow connects to your knee. What matters is that you're rotating and holding that leg up, really keeping your core engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. We're back to those plank mountain climbers in 10 seconds. And that'll be the end of round 1. We have 4 rounds. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale nice and loud as you bring the knee up towards the armpit and really turn to look at it. We want to get as much oblique involved as possible. 7 seconds. 3, and 2, and 1. 10-second break. We're back to the beginning. Jumping jacks. Let's see if we can move a little faster this time. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Looking good, ladies. We have 7 seconds. Hold on for me. Try to get a little faster. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. On deck, those mountain climbers. Y'all are going to be sick of them by the end. But they're really great for that side body, especially if you turn and look. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. And try to lift your heel a little higher. Really getting that leg nice and high. 7 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Coming down for our bicycles. Already there. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Keeping our knees stacked over our hips at all times, really firing up that core. And if you want that extra little bit, flex your foot, press your heel into the wall behind you. You'll get even more in that lower abdomen. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. We're back to those mountain climbers. Let's see if we can lift that foot even higher. Keeping it up and off the ground. We're not just moving the knee, we're moving the whole leg. 3, 2, and 1. Seven seconds. 3, 2, and 1. End of round 2. Halfway through the block. Oh, they move so fast. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Add that tempo. Add that breath. Nice. 8. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Mountain climbers. Already there. And 3, 2, 1. All right, let me take a look at you. I haven't even looked at the screen. Yeah, try to lift the heel a little higher, not just the knee. Get the foot involved. Yeah, there we go. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Bicycles. Bicycles. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. And if you want to add a little layer of difficulty, really hold it as you reach across. Forcing that side body to keep that leg suspended. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Back to mountain climbers. That'll be the end of round 3 of 4. Gosh, man, that moves so fast. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Five seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all. Last set. Last set. We're heading into our final set of jumping jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Fast as you can go. Oh, I know y'all got a little more than that. I've seen your all outs. There we go. Very nice. Seven seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Whew, mountain climbers. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Five seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Bicycles. We are getting there, my friends. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Gotta tighten up my quarantine 15. Eight seconds. Really work on that side body by leaving that leg suspended for just a moment. 3, 2, and 1. We have our last set of mountain climbers, and then we are moving on to block 3. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Ten seconds. In 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Take a break. Nice work. Take a break. I'm gonna grab a tissue real quick. All right, friends, we're moving into block 3. It is a 6-minute block. We are starting with incline, hip hinge, high row, times 10, upright row times 10, and incline single arm plank low row. This is where you're gonna want your medium-sized weights. For hip hinge, high row, I'm gonna come down to that same foundation I did for the kickback. Bending my sits back, squeezing my hamstrings. And then my hands are gonna face me. From this position, I draw my hands up to either side of the collarbone and lower. Either side of my shoulder or collarbone and lower. Option if that's too aggressive, same thing as before. You'll bring one hand, one knee down to a stable surface and do one at a time from here to give your back a break. Then we'll come into that standing upright row. I'll bring my hands directly under my hips. Hands are facing me. Draw the hands up so that they're directly underneath the collarbones. Elbows are nice and high and slowly lower back down. Option if it's too aggressive, just don't go quite so high. You can go to low rib instead. And the only one that's gonna be kind of a curveball is that incline single arm plank to low row. I'm gonna bring my hands to a surface, like the same thing I did for those mountain climbers in the last block. From here, I'll bring my hand up towards my low ribs, keeping it in nice and tight. Option, if that's too aggressive, is that you can support the knee as well by turning sideways and doing your low row from here. It'll be a 6 minutes. Let's go ahead and grab our medium-sized weights. We are starting off today with 10 repetitions of hip hinge, high row, in 3, and 2, and 1. Time starts now. Let's go. Now, what I don't want to see today, my friends, is the weights pulling your back round. We want to make sure that we're pressing our shoulder blades down and back, and then from here, drawing those weights up to either side of our collarbones. I have 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Let's come to stand for the same basic movement, just a different plane of shift. So gravity is just going to be pulling on us a little differently. Getting those elbows nice and high, Kristen. That looks great. Perfect. Let's try not to flip our hands. We're not punching the weight in. We're drawing the weight up. I have 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Let's come into that plank position. We're going to bring our weights with us. Single arm low row from that incline, not decline. So I'll bring my hands to the bench. I have a literal bench. And then one hand comes down. Again, keeping those shoulder blades stacked, not letting the weight pull your shoulder out of alignment. I have 3, 2, last one, and switching sides. It can be kind of nice in between to give yourself just like a quick rotation from that single side and then come back into it. I'm on 6, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So now you know the exercises. It's those 3. Again, we're 2 minutes in. You can move at your own pace or you can stay with me. Totally up to you. I'm coming into high row with that hip hinge position. Again, let's make sure we're not just bent like this. That's not really a hip hinge. You really want to get down almost like you're doing a deadlift. And then from here, draw those weights up to either side of the collarbones. Exhale as you draw the weights up. I have 4. Last 2. Last 1. Nice job. And then we'll just stand it right up. Same general motion. This time we want to get those elbows nice and high. That looks really good, guys. Very nice. I like the control on the way back down. Everyone's kind of tempoing it naturally. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. And now let's come into that single arm using our bench, chair, whatever you want, any stable surface. You can also just go straight down. If you don't have a stable surface, you can always just do it from plank if that feels better to you. Exhaling as you draw that weight up towards your rib cage. I have 4. Really feel it in that opposite oblique as you support yourself. 2 and 1. I'll let you take a second to switch sides. And then other side. Keeping that arm nice and tight to the body. Make sure that our hand is coming right up to those low ribs. I have 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. 4 minutes and 15 seconds in. Let's see if we can finish one more round. Coming into that hip hinge position. Hello, Chico. And draw them up. I love when y'all's kids make an appearance. That's the best part. Crown of the head facing forward. Look down at the ground. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job coming right into that standing row. Don't put your weights down. Whew. Atta girl, look at her go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single arm. Let's go to the bench. Last one, we've got 45 seconds. You might not be able to get time to get 10 on each. If not, cut it down to 6. I'm going to switch to make sure I have enough time. We have 20 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Block 3 is done. We have one more block. One more block together today. We have seated torso rotations times 30 repetitions. Wood choppers times 15 on each side. Weighted single leg V-up times 12 total. And hollow hold figure 8 times 12 total. So let's go ahead and go down to our mats. I want you to grab 1 medium weight and 1 light weight. So for our seated torso rotation, and I'm going to angle the screen a little bit so that you can see me a little bit better since we're going to be down for most of this block. For seated torso rotation, I want you to grab one of your medium weights. We're going to bring our heels to the ground, toes facing up, fingers behind our knees, and then lean back. When your arms are fully straight, you're in that C-sit position where your core is supporting your weight. From there, I want you to bring the weight to touch your chest. Hold it from underneath, keeping your arms in nice and close. I'll rotate to the left, center, to the right, center. Every time you turn it is 1 rep. So it'll be 1, 2, like that. If it's too aggressive, ditch the weight, sit up a little bit more, and then rotate from there. For our wood chopper, this is one that's a little tricky. You will come to stand. I'm going to bend my knees, keep them nice and soft. The weight's going to come to the outside of my knee. From here, I go up, pivot, as I reach up and overhead, and back down again. Push and pivot. Option, if that's too aggressive, is to come a little bit higher. Don't go to the outside of the knee, go to the outside of the quad. Rotate to your shoulder, keep the weight in control, and then come down again. From there, we have our weighted single leg V-up. You're going to grab your lightweight this time. The lightweight. We'll bring the hand directly out from the chest, lean all the way back. I'll reach up, keeping my legs straight, trying to push the weight towards my toe, and then slowly lower back down again. Press and lower, trying to make sure that your shoulders and your leg hit the ground at the same time. Option is to bend the knee, come up into your crunch instead, and thread the needle. And then finally, last one today is that hollow hold figure 8. This one's a little tricky. We're going to come into that hollow hold position. It's almost the same as when we did our rotation. And then I'm going to snake through my legs with this weight from here, that nice figure 8 position. Option, if that's too aggressive, and it's a little aggressive, is to sit up a little bit more and to ditch the weight entirely, clap the hands underneath the knees instead, and it'll give you that same motion without being quite so tough. So we're starting today from torso rotations times 30 repetitions. So if you get ahead or behind, 30 torso rotations, 15 on each side for wood chippers. Weighted single leg V-up is 12 total. Hollow hold figure 8 is 12 total. We have 8 minutes. Go ahead and join me on the mat. In 3, 2, and 1, hit it. 30 of these is a lot. And I really want that weight pressed against your chest. What I don't want to see is any of this. It's not great for our low backs. And most of us, a lot of who have desk jobs, who are sitting at computers, we already have enough back pain. We don't need to make it any worse. I am halfway there. If you find that this hurts your hip flexors, if you're feeling it in the top right here in your pelvis, just turn your knees out to the side. And that'll cradle the hip flexor. It's not going to change what's going on in your abs. In 4, 3, 2, last one. Oof, that was a lot of rotating. Coming up to wood choppers. We have 15 on each side. These are very fluid, so try not to stop in between reps. I'm going to grab my nice heavy weight. 3, 2, and 1. Make sure we're pivoting on that foot, kind of like you're golfing. This is my 10th. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then switch sides. Oh boy. If you've chosen your medium weight and not your lightweight, these catch up with you pretty fast. They feel really nice. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh, nice job. Single leg V-up. Well, total, you are going to want to grab your lighter weight this time, so I want you traveling together, like your legs and your arms working at the same rate. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And anyone who has taken class with me knows that I hate V-ups. I am not great at them. Halfway, that was number 6. Two more. Last one. Awesome. Now come up to your hollow hold. Remember, the way that we find hollow hold is knees come down, lean back. When your arms are fully straight, you're in hollow hold. And then figure 8. Two more. 1 and 2. Nice job. We're already in the right position. Just reach over and grab your heavy weight. We are 4 minutes in. We have 4 minutes to go for our torso rotations. Remember to try to keep it nice and on your shoulders, on your chest. 3, 2, and 1. That was 10. Nice job, ladies. Keep that rotation nice and consistent. 10 more to go. Weight to your chest. You're going to start really feeling it in those deep center abs. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Stand it up for wood chopper. Standing it up for that wood chopper. And I'm going to start opposite side this time. I just like to mix it up. I don't like my body to fall into patterns. And if I always start on the right side, which is my dominant side, the left is always going to know. Whew. Really find that power as you bring it up and around. 5 more on this side. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Pop it on over to the outside of the opposite knee and just go right into it. Exhale as you bring that weight up and over. Oh boy, we're almost there. I got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bringing it down for V-ups. We have 1 minute and 15 seconds. 12 total. Whew. Nice slow and uncontrolled exhale as you lower the leg and the back on the same rate. I'm at 6. Last 2. All right. And then hollow hold, figure 8. We have 30 seconds. We'll just end here. We'll do only these until time. Here we go. Lean back and thread it. And if you want to add that challenge, you can always float the legs and not put the heels down in between reps. That's entirely up to you. Also, it's going to depend on how big your weight is. In 3, in 2, and 1. Nice job, friends. Let's stretch. While you're already down, feet together, knees apart, press the knees open for diamond stretch. Not quite butterfly, because I want your heels considerably further away from your pelvis. Nice job. Let's come into back and shoulder stretch. So we come down to all 4s. We'll thread the needle just like we did this morning, but instead of just going right through, we'll place the arm on the ground, temple to the ground, really getting that shoulder stretch. Stretching out through our spine, all those muscles we worked today and all those different varieties of row. Inhale to center, arm comes up, exhale, switch. Nice job. Coming to stand. We'll bring our left arm up and over our head for that nice side body stretch. If side body is too aggressive for your back, just place one hand on your hip. Inhale to center, exhale, switch. Coming to center, floating the left knee up and coming into glute stretch. And we'll add that oblique stretch, placing one hand to the knee and rotate to the side. If you've got it in you, you're always more than welcome to extend the hand for a little bit more. You don't have to. And release, bringing the opposite knee up, glute stretch. And then adding that twist, hand comes to knee, rotate around. And then finally, feet come hip distance apart. Inhale, the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching in between, grabbing onto the Achilles tendon, either from the front or from the center. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, stacking one on one, until the last thing comes up is your head. Excellent job today, my friends. My name is Coach Maddie. You can catch me here at 8 a.m. now for the foreseeable future. Even when the studio opens, we're planning on keeping the online platform operating just for a little bit longer so that everyone can kind of come back to the studio at their own time. Like if you have any high-risk people at home, we don't want you to feel like you have to come back right away, though you can't get a workout. So we'll keep it going a little bit longer. And that's about it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maddie.
Have a great day. I'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.